guys, welcome to the Dogs Award YouTube channel. We got game 2 of round 2 of our Netrunner tournament. We have John to our left playing Reina, and then we got Angelo to our right playing NBN.
Yeah, this is my my NBN tag and bag deck. It doesn't just solely rely on tag and bag. It's also got, you know, your typical psychographics Project Beetle combo in it. This is a deck that I've been refining, and when I say refining, not so much the deck construction. I mean, the list is probably fairly similar to most tag and bags out there for NBN, but the play style, I've really been refining, and you'll see I don't like rezzing ice with this deck. Like, a lot of times with this deck, I will leave servers wide open because if I have like a first turn mid-seasons in my hand, I want you to steal an agenda turn 1. And if you steal that agenda, I'm going to drop 8 tags on you, and then for the rest of the game, you're tagged. Because most people will never take the time to clear those tags.
That's a lot of tags to clear. So here your hand is loaded. 2 agendas and was it Jackson?
So this is where I correct John. He can't install Data Leak Reversal until he's made a successful run. So he's going to have to waste a click to run archives and then install it. And now he's got Joshua B in place, which is going to tag him. So
tags him at the
end of the turn.
Okay, if he took the extra credit,
He's
not going to get
click,
tagged into
yep.
the next turn.
Yep. So you can see me kind of installing, doing some crazy stuff around here. I like to drop Sands into remotes because this really isn't a fast advance deck, but Sands a great taxing card.
Correct.
So I will just feed you Sands because I know you're going to trash them.
So he gets tagged.
Yep. And he's already started milling cards. So I tag him back, and I trash his Joshua B. So now he has no way of tagging himself right now.
But he still has a tag, or he dropped it?
He dropped it.
Okay.
So now he has no way of tagging himself. And so, you know, I was thinking to myself, okay, you know, I'm safe now, right? He's only milled a couple cards. Even if one of them's an agenda, I just don't care. And now we start to see where he's digging for the cards he needs to... So you can see I'm a little upset right there because I think that was a mid-seasons and 2 psychographics.
Oh.
Which, you know, is kind of bad to see in your heap when you're running a deck that tends to rely on those. So, you know, I've got a Jackson Howard. It looks like a Project Beetle in my hand. A pop-up window. You can see I can install the Beetle there. And I'm like, okay, well, he has no breakers. You know, I'm just going to drop it down there, and maybe I can just slow advance it out. You know, I've got to score points at the end of the day if I'm not going to be able to scorch him down, so...
So
he knights, puts it there.
Ow.
And, you know, again, you know, like I was talking about in the previous video, I'm okay with this. You know, let him score some points early. You know, it doesn't mean he's going to win the game. You know, he's going to waste, you know, his time and his money trying to do this. And I'm fine with that, you know. It's a perfectly acceptable tax on him as well.
What's that, Enigma, I think?
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was. But, you know, it's something that I just decided wasn't worth rezzing. Let him have the Beal. Doesn't bother me any. And now, you see, you know, I'll instantly get rid of that knight. You know, I'm not going to let it sit there. You know, I don't need that piece of ice particularly. Any ice works. Any ice without a knight's even better.
Yeah, that's what I usually do when the chess pieces. And most of the times is I'll trash them. That's why whenever I use pieces, I try to make sure they end in a high expensive ice has been res already.
Mm-hmm.
Give a corp, you know, a doubt on trashing it.
So now you can see, I think it's it's Josh's turn. He's looking for something. He's digging for an answer that he has or he needs right now. You know, unfortunately, I know how this game plays out. So it's like I'm trying to look at it from the point of view of where did I go wrong? You know.
3 sweeps.
Yep.
Done.
So I've got all my sweeps done. You can see I've got another the whatchamacallit, the instant tag. You know, the 2 advance 1 point tag. And what I should have done, so what I should have done here was breaking news and trash that Data Leak Reversal. I don't know why I didn't think about it at the time. It just didn't happen. So now he's going to deja vu that Joshua B back into his hand. This is where I was explaining to him that while deja vu doesn't actually say he has to tell me the card he's returned to his hand, his archives is open knowledge. So, you know, He might as well tell me, essentially.
Or you could do the math.
Yeah.
Or the guessing.
The problem with Deja Vu is, I would actually say if the corp rather returns, or the runner rather returns 2 viruses to your hand, he should reveal them, because the ability to return 2 viruses is based around. Hey, you see this? I am so obsessed with Joshua B that instead of popping the Data Leak reversal, I'll score that breaking news and trash him again. Because, my thought process was, it's a lot easier for him to make a successful run and install Data Leak reversal than it is for him to tag himself. So if I can keep trashing the cards that tag himself, then I should be okay.
Yeah. But the problem is...
And here we go again. The Deja Vus, and here comes Joshua B right back on the board.
But your deck depends on... doesn't depend, but it's a tagging bag. So
it depends on him scoring agendas to do it, though. I can't mid-seasons you unless you score an agenda. And when he scored that Beal, I didn't have a mid-seasons in my hand. So unless I get a Data Raven and he runs, which you can see he's not running, he's just going to simply sit there and continue to mill cards. And as long as he can keep clearing that tag, then there's nothing I can do to stop him from doing this. So you see, he doesn't get anything, but, he's trashing some things I care about, some things I don't. I like to keep my pop-up windows. All right, you can see I drew into my first Scorched here. But I think at some point in this game I started to realize that Scorch isn't going to do me a lot, because, again, if he's not stealing agendas consistently, and I don't have a mid-seasons in my hand, I can't tag him. So here I fast track.
What are you looking for?
An Astro Script. So if I can't do it tag and bag style, I'll do it fast advanced style instead. Like we were talking about the other Josh's deck a little while ago, when he was playing tag and bag MBN. You can't just rely on tag and bag. You got to have other options in the deck for winning. So I've got several different win states available.
Oh, a quandary. So, just gonna mill you more?
Yep. Let's get some more cards out of my deck. The problem is he can't get to them, right? Because I've got that ice installed over archives, so it's...
Oh, he did run, though.
Oh, because I knew. I'm looking at the cards that are being milled, and so I know there's no... No, I Jackson right there.
Jackson, because he ran there, didn't he?
I don't think he ran. I think maybe I just popped Jackson.
I thought he ran.
We'll see in a second, if I reveal the rest of the cards in archives.
Oh, no, maybe you did it. Never mind.
Yeah, I think I just did it, because I wanted to score that Astro Script, and Jackson was installed on top of that Sansan. I'd made a play mistake, and instead of installing Jackson on his own, I dropped it on top of the Sansan. So at that point, it was like,
So there he gives you, what, 4?
Yeah, so I'm at 4 points right now with an Astro Script token. I'm sitting pretty good normally.
That's a good position.
The problem is, when your deck starts shrinking, you start running out of answers pretty quick.
So
I don't know. It's a rough play style to play against. For my deck, I rely on tagging you, and if you're not doing anything that lets me give you tags, I got to do it the old-fashioned way.
But it's very weird what John is doing. He's playing Reyna, but he's not taking advantage of her ability because...
Nope. He doesn't care. He just wants to keep
So
milling.
why now play Wizard or...
Exactly.
Or Noise?
Maybe his alternate win condition is, using Reyna the way you're supposed to. And in this case, he just got what he needed in the opening part of the game. So here you see me fast-tracking again. I can't say enough good things about Fast Track.
You love it?
It's fantastic.
It's a good balanced card.
If your hand's secure, there's no reason not to play it. And if you're fast advancing like this, you could fast track an agenda in your hand and score it.
You have the win in your hand. Oh, you just put the...
No, I've got another Astrobiotics, so that would only put me at 6 points.
No, you had MPD contracts.
Oh, an NAPD? There was one in my hand?
Yeah, there was one in your hand, but I think you just trashed it.
Oh, I don't think I had enough credits to score it. Was the problem.
Oh, so you need 1 point.
Yep. And so the problem with here is if he's milling my agendas out of my deck, even though he can't get to him, I can't get to him either.
No.
So it's kind of one of those catch-22s here.
Oh, you had a pop-up.
Well, I knew he was going to run it, so I was like, if you're going to consistently run archives, I'll take some credits off you. Because again, if I'm feeding you 1 or 2 agendas, I don't care. So there's an NAPD, he can't steal it.
But why did you trash that? That was your win condition right there.
I'm not exactly positive at this point. You know, looking back, there was probably a reason why I did it. But I'm not sure what that would have been, you know, to be honest with you at this point. So I finally drew a mid-seasons, but he didn't steal the NAPD. I think when I went into this tournament, too, my mindset with this deck was I really just want to burn people's houses down. And so I may have backed myself into a psychological win condition, which was I really'd rather just find my Scorches and tags versus actually just scoring points, which would have won me the game, apparently.
Yeah, because Sandstorm reduced it by 1, so it requires 3, and you had 2.
Yeah, so at that point I could have scored it.
Yeah, and won the game.
You know, hindsight's always 20/20, especially when you're looking at it from above. So
this is like I said, man. When you're in the middle of a tournament, man, you get tunnel vision. You get in the moment. The adrenaline is rocking.
Yep. I think here I moved him over so the camera could better see. There you can see he's milling more cards.
Oh, that's rough. Oh, there's your. You can score it.
Again, maybe I don't know what I was thinking playing this game.
You just installed it.
I have no idea. Like I said, maybe I have this idea in my head that if I've got the game point, maybe I'm just going to go for the fancy win and just burn the house down. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I can't look back at this.
3-2. Yeah, you can score it.
Maybe I forgot about the Astro Skip tokens. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on in this game anymore. Now looking at this, I'm like, man, I'm like the world's worst Netrunner player. And here's where he mills me out, and I lose the game.
You could have won the turn before. Oh, killing.
So, I don't know what I was thinking. But I am the guy who just got milled out on camera with a game-winning point installed and completely scoreable, which is just completely crazy. So.
Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video.